Hello, my name is Miguel Camargo. I am a senior at UMass Lowell, and what I wanted to show here is how to ace an interview, um, how to position yourself physically, how you should be projecting your voice, and how you should be answering questions. I believe these three things are what will make a successful interview and could potentially land you the job, even though you might not be fully qualified for the position. Your attitude in interviews is considered. And, if you go into an interview feeling confident and then they know you have great communication skills, there's a big leniency towards you to someone else who might have had a bad interview and might have not showed such great communication skills. So what I will be doing today is going over some questions, answering them, and what I kind of want you guys to do is focus on my body language, on the sound of my tone, and on how I answering questions. The structure of your answer is also important. So I would recommend preparing before an interview and know what you're going to say. I come from a place where there were not that many opportunities. When I was 7 years old, I moved from Mexico to the US and I started to go to school here. Um, Up to high school, I wasn't really sure if I was gonna continue my education, but now I'm a senior in college. So, I think time goes by very fast after high school. And in myself, I knew I was good at math, and I have a lot of interest in business, mostly in opening a business of my own. So, in the long run, that is my main goal. I found this position on LinkedIn. I'm very active there. And I was searching for a new job as I'm graduating very soon. So I just want to, see what's out there in the market. And this position particularly interested me because of the company. I think this company has great values. It treats its employees fairly, and it's a great place for me to learn and develop my skills. I personally think a fast work environment is best, at least to myself. I think I learned the most and I have the most growth in a fast paced work environment with a lot of different responsibilities and tasks to complete. It allows me to grow a lot more than being just sitting down at a desk and waiting for something to come up. Um, and growing is particularly what I'm looking for. Um, and continuing on that, I also like to work in group environments. I think competing with others kind of changes the dynamic of the work culture. And I think working in groups is what I prefer the most, which I have been doing in the past. And I think it's the best balance, at least to myself, being in a fast paced work environment, but also working with others. The way I deal with stress is pretty much writing things down. I'll explain. So, the way I see it is I have to prioritize the tasks that I need to complete. And starting off, I would mention, the must do's. So, I would try to work on those first, and then going down the list, I would try to do the rest of my responsibilities. If I don't get to all of them at least I did the ones that were most important. So, just writing things down for me takes a lot of stress and allows me to think a lot more. And it takes some stress out of myself because I know exactly what I need to do and by when. Since the pandemic started, I believe I did a lot of personal growth. Something I did to stay on track with what my aspirations were at work and continue moving forward professionally was to read the news, stay in touch with what's going on in the world. Um, I did a lot of this through LinkedIn, which was very helpful. I also read a couple books about business, and I continue to listen to some podcasts. So I think I'm fairly updated in what's going on, and this is one way which I found out that I learned the best. I took the time to did a little bit of research on what the industry is pretty much paying for this type of position. And from what I found out is you can earn from 40,000 to 65,000, but since this is an entry level job and I don't have much work experience, I'll be willing to accept the 40,000 a year.